nothing can replace this heartfelt connection of meeting like face to face and making new friends.
Yeah. Maintaining eye contact when talk.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I feel like I should not be on this couch.
Be intrusive, like I mean intruding on
Yeah,
something.
we like-
Got ever like romantically interested or not?
Wait,
Are y'all keeping
What?
it?
What's
Are y'all
happening?
keeping it? Hush.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Pot, where we hop into different pods or spaces people find themselves in during life's transitions. My name is Nick.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Q, and today we have two very special guests with us, and it's Hazel and Liang.
Hey! It's Hazel, and I'm also a MediaCorp Chinese radio DJ with Yes Jo Sen San, also a host of the Hush podcast.
Hi, I'm Liang. So I used to be her ex partner for radio.
Yo, that pause.
I was shocked.
Are we doing this now?
No. Everyone knows we used to host the same show lah.
Actually, we only worked together for 3 months on
Yeah.
the night belt. Then we were separated.
I had the impression that it was super long, like a few
right.
years.
But we
You know,
only hosted.
station besties.
Yes.
The hesitation.
Wait, hesitate. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Yes.
So, do you all know each other for very long already or?
Well, we actually joined the same radio competition back in 2016. So that was how I got to know Liang. But after that, he left for like 5 good years. So only after 5 years, he came back. And that's when we reconnected. Yeah, and the sparks was just different. Like the chemistry was just different.
I think
after
when we
came
first
back.
met, it was like during a competition. We weren't like super close or anything.
Yeah.
So now considered good friends already lah, or like still
Colleagues.
I would say more than good friends lah.
Yeah,
I
more
know
than
some
good
of
friends.
the secrets lah.
He knows a lot of my deepest, darkest secrets that I hope and pray that he will take it to his grave.
Ampang money
got ever like romantically interested or not?
Well, it's funny because so many people ask
Yeah,
that
yeah.
question.
What?
And we post photos all the time together, right? And people
Yeah.
comment like, "Hey, you're together.
Yeah.
You're steady."
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
So,
But
Wait,
Are y'all
what?
keeping
What?
it?
What's
Are y'all
happening?
keeping it? Hush.
I'm sure many people can relate. Sometimes some friendships mean so much that there's nothing you would do to
Yeah.
destroy it.
yeah,
You know, there's always a risk.
cool friends, y'all.
Yeah.
朋友.
一生一起走。
out of nowhere.
No way, it's turning good as
Yeah, you want to like relate to that Josan vibe, is
Yeah,
it?
it's the 933 vibes.
So on that note,
Okay.
it brings us to our topic of the day. We're talking about adult friendships and why they're difficult, why we break up, why we make our friendship circle smaller.
To kick things off, right? What kind of friends do you think you are?
Wow, I feel like I'm the very organized friend. Like I'm always the person that's planning things.
Oh, the leader of the group.
It's not because like I want to lead, but rather it's because like I'm more extroverted. I always find silence very awkward also.
Right.
And then I'll always end up like starting the conversation.
But I really like someone who plans. Like, I appreciate a friend who organizes stuff, you know?
Are you that friend?
No.
Oh, okay lah. Most of the time I'm quite chill. Let's say we're traveling today, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, anywhere lah. Also can lah, see your mood lah.
So you're the spontaneous friend.
But then if no one else in the group is
Then-
gonna take on that
then you
role, right,
do.
I'll be the person. So if they don't plan anything, they don't want to see like hotels or what car to rent or the kind of itineraries we want to have, then I'll be like, so you know what? I'll do some research and I'll give them like a very detailed report.
Wow.
I see myself as a ride or die. Like if you need me at 4 a.m., I'll cab down.
Wow.
I've literally gone to Louis Low's house, right? Because he forgot to pour his soy milk. And then it was sitting on his counter for a week. So I had to cab there to pour the milk out and then cab
As in
back
he
home.
overseas ah?
Because he was overseas.
How long more will he be
Why
overseas?
did why did he have to do that? Why can't
He
he
was
just...
gone for the rest of the year. So I'm the ride or die friend lah. If you need like a birthday party or plan, you need to cook, I'll cook for
Actually,
you.
when you said you're the right or die friend, I did not expect that example to be brought up. I thought like someone break up,
No,
then
no,
you
I'm
go and
proving
like...
my worth, okay? I will cab to your
I
house
go and
to
pour,
pour the...
Just to
tofu
pour
away for
it.
you.
Right, just a minor thing, but you do it for that person.
Yeah.
Well, I think for myself, I'm about the vibes. Like, so I don't
bands.
It's a
contribute
vibe.
in terms of planning. I don't contribute in terms of initiating meetups.
Oh.
But when there are meetups, I will attend and
You
I
bring
will
the
bring
vibes.
good
You
vibes.
bring the vibes.
Good vibes only.
Like you show up.
Yeah.
They show
Okay,
good
but I
vibes.
think I'm useful in the sense of like adulting things lah. What insurance to buy, what credit card to sign up, and then like, oh, you buy house must do this.
Or you
must-
give tips lah
Yeah,
to people.
so I'm that friend lah. They're not
what
very
about,
exciting.
what about
but-
emotional support?
Actually, I think I'm not bad.
You think not bad?
Not bad, not bad.
Have you gotten
I
feedbacks
think,
from your
like,
friends?
Like if people said like can confide on. Yeah. But I don't know whether 4 a.m. I will be up for it lah. But reasonable 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Wow,
Like,
working
it's a job,
hours.
ah. 9 to 5.
9 to 5
9
friend.
to 5, you need emotional support from me. Like waking hours, you need support from me, still okay.
After 5, then send you email lah. Then you reply within 2
Or you text me and
business days.
say, like, bro, tomorrow free or not? Then maybe, yeah. What about your
No, I feel
emotional
like
support?
Hazel seems to be like an emotional support kind of friend.
Yeah.
Are you?
Very much like Nick, I feel like I'm a vibes kind of person. Like I try to make everyone feel involved. Like I'm a very sensitive person in that sense. You know what I mean?
Like
I
put in
can
effort lah.
read the
like-
room.
correct. Yeah, I can read the room very well. Like I can tell if someone is feeling a bit off, or like this person is feeling a bit moody today, and then I'll do my best to like just up the atmosphere and make everyone feel happy.
Okay, so how have your friendships changed over the years? You know, like in secondary school, you have this community, but then
Your
now...
clique
Why you must say like that?
Very gross.
Right? Your clique.
Yeah, but then now as adults, right, we tend to lose our friends over the years, right? Have you guys experienced that
Of
before?
course, and I don't regret that. Honestly, I think it's a necessary process to lose certain people in your life. I mean,
Growth.
yeah, they are here for a season or for a reason, right? As we always say. I feel like when we lose certain friends, there definitely is a reason behind it, and there's no need to be upset over it. If the time is right, they might or might not come back, and then we just take things as it comes.
Yeah.
Right?
I think you learn to let certain things go. You don't have to hold on so tightly to every single friendship that you have.
Yeah. Are all your close friend groups now secondary school friends?
Oh, actually, quite a big part.
Right.
I think quite common, no?
My
Like
best friend
secondary
is
school.
actually, yeah.
I don't have it.
You don't have
Only my best friends from secondary school, but everyone else, no more. But my closest friends are usually from my workplaces.
Is it because, like, for you, you need a friend in that phase of life that you are in? So your closest friend will always be in whichever circumstance.
Oh my gosh, I realized that
too.
too, yes. Yeah, like it's not that I forget about my old friends, but
Right.
because you're going into a new phase, you're going into a new community, right? Then that's where your hobbies and your interests are at, right?
Yeah.
And there's similar things to talk about also. But you know, like over time, sometimes your secondary school friends can only talk about the same old memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it gets very still. Like we don't share new experiences.
How come?
Oh, yeah.
But why is that so?
But I share like my work experiences with my secondary school friends.
No, I do, but then like I think going out for experiences, for example, like traveling together, maybe we don't travel enough. Then there's no shared experience to kind of like build memories. Yeah.
Is it because last time when y'all were in secondary school or like when you were slightly older past secondary school already, you never traveled together? Then now like a bit weird to they won't be the people that you travel with lah.
There's this like
Misalignment.
misalignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys? Do you feel that way with some of your friends?
You know, last time in secondary school, you will have your little journal book. Then you write gold, silver, bronze friends. Do you remember
The
this?
rank
autograph,
them,
the
ranking
autograph
your
book,
friends,
is it?
ah.
Autograph book.
Autograph book.
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah, then everyone must write the name, date of
Yes.
birth, favorite color.
Your everything, and you
Yeah.
will take the book home and you decorate it. Then
Correct,
you will
correct.
have a gold, silver, bronze, where you put like which are your friends in your gold category, silver category.
I've never heard of this. Okay.
Look at us. None of us relate.
So anyway, in like I think like 2 years ago, I was very stressed out because I have a lot of friends. And I always get very stressed out when I cannot show up for them the same way they show up for me, or they're not showing up for me the same way I show up for them.
Oh.
So I literally had to sit down and go silver, bronze, my friends.
For example, if you just meet me, right, what do I enter as? Is it like silver, between silver and bronze, or bronze?
Actually, interestingly enough, when I meet someone, immediately
a gold.
they are up there, and I will decide when to drop.
Oh my
them.
god, you're at Go now.
Oh, thanks, thanks.
Yeah. It's not the other
I
way.
think I'm not even at go eh.
Show already.
No, but I can't relate with what Joey mentioned though. Like you literally just met Liang, and if he called you to ask you to go to his place to pour the soy milk, you would do that.
I would.
Because I wouldn't.
I would not. Yeah.
I would not.
No
yeah.
way.
Like
yeah.
time
I
is so
barely know you,
precious.
yeah.
But then how to say no?
Just say
I-
no.
Yeah, like, actually, I have work. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, I think we need to normalize saying no to certain
Correct.
people. Like the gold, silver,
Yeah,
bronze
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
it's prioritizing, right? People who are
Yes.
important in your life.
That's
Yeah.
why I had to do that, to teach myself, because I'm a people pleaser. So I had to do that to be like, okay, actually all those people that I'm constantly trying to show up for who are not for me, right? I'm taking that time away from the people who matter.
Correct. And from yourself
Yes,
as well.
exactly. So
But actually, need to have friends or not? Can just like don't or not?
Let them deal with Nick for a while.
My MBTI is if I'm not wrong, ENFP. I'm a campaigner. So for me, mixing and mingling in crowds is a very important aspect of my life. So I definitely think I found the right job for myself.
Yeah.
I need friends. I need human social interaction to keep me going.
I'm like the complete opposite.
Wait, what?
INFP.
Yeah, and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you mean?
Yeah.
You know that, right?
No, because we are so close that
Oh.
I see all
forget
his
lah.
bullshit, you know. So it's
Don't say it out. No one
Yeah, when you're close to an eye, sometimes you don't know, you forget that they're
realize
eye.
their eye.
correct.
Because they
But
open
yes.
up to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
okay, why don't you feel like as an introvert you don't need friends?
I don't know. I still feel like I need friends.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But I don't need as many friends. I don't need to see my friends as often. I'm like super low maintenance. I mean, once a year also can.
That's very interesting. So as an introvert, how do you maintain these friendships?
I think it's a lot of compromising. Like your friends have to understand that we don't have to meet up as often.
But got some they must. Got
Higher
some
maintenance one.
ah.
Yeah, okay, so that's the tricky part that I faced when I first started working. Like, I got some friends who are slightly higher maintenance. They'll be like, hey, I feel like you're not putting our friendship in like a, you know, the order is a bit wrong. And I'm like, oh, actually, I have other priorities maybe.
But I think, okay, from the other point of view, right, sometimes it is quite disappointing if, let's say, you're always the person that's, you know, asking people out.
True.
And then planning things.
That's why I don't ask.
That's a good point. So I feel like this is a good time for you to take a step back and reflect on your own actions. Like, should you be doing that, or should you be focusing and spending more time on yourself to make yourself feel more fulfilled and happy?
And is it right to expect people to be the same as you? You know, like the way you expect friendships to be, you cannot really like
Put
put
the
that on
expectation on people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's true. Like, I don't think anyone owes you anything. They don't owe you that time. But if you feel like you are giving all your time to that person and you're not getting anything back from them, right, then maybe it's time to revalue and rethink how you want to view this friendship.
Like, I have a friend, shout out to Shirley. She always puts in effort by like sending us funny TikTok videos on our group chat and like asking us out, remembering all our birthdays, remembering when we travel. Like right before I get on the plane, I will receive a text from her in the group chat saying, "Oh, safe flight to wherever."
Wow,
Oh
solid.
my god, Shirley!
Yeah, she's the sweetest.
Shirley
she
confirm
remembers
on
every
goal.
single thing.
Shirley is gold
Platinum,
star.
Platinum already.
Platinum this one.
We love Shirley.
Remember birthday damn good already, because actually
Yeah.
you can use Facebook to cheat a bit. But then
Right.
like remember flights.
Yes. No, but my point is at the start of this friendship, I actually thought like she was just like an okay friend, an acquaintance, because she was a colleague from MediaCorp. But after the months went by, I felt like, hey, this is a very genuine friend to have. And that was how our friendship started. But of course, in terms of giving, she was like an 80 and I was like a 20. So that's very misaligned.
But she's happy with the 20.
Correct. She's happy giving the 80.
And
I would
only
not say
receiving
she's
20.
happy receiving 20. I'm not sure about that. But she's happy to give that 80.
It's unconditional lah.
Correct. For some people-
Unconditional.
I
Yeah,
also
for
have
some
a
people.
friend, shout out Charmaine, Cham.
Shout out.
Oh, Cham is so
Cham,
great.
yeah, she's great. She's exactly the same as Shirley. And she would actually buy me flowers, right, on bad days.
Sham is damn solid.
Like we meet, right, then she like, here are some flowers for you. I'm like, what?
Sham damn solid.
There was this one time I asked her, are you disappointed if I don't give the same energy back? Or like, I don't buy you gifts because I'm not a gift-giving person. She said no, because that's how she expressed her love. And she
Aw,
doesn't
that's so
expect
sweet.
anything back.
That's her love language.
yeah,
lah.
yeah.
And that's so mature of her to understand that it doesn't have to go
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a stretch, I think, after NS, right, where all my friends gone. My main core friend group was like.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Wait,
As
sorry,
in
is that
all
your
from NS
problem or like?
No, it's not. okay, so like a chunk of like half of them went overseas to study. So and then they all went to different countries.
Everyone's just doing their own thing.
Yeah. So like then for 2 to 4 years we just never hang out. But then after that when we met back then okay already.
It was
How were
like-
you during that
yeah.
period of time?
Just like every other day send the
Yeah.
odd meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Help.
sending memes is a great way to
Yeah.
maintain a
Yeah,
friendship.
yes.
right?
Is his love
Yes.
A
language?
love language, yeah.
Yes.
I send her some
100%.
dumb memes
Yeah.
sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
It's every day, is it?
All the time.
No, we do that with a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
Like we don't meet
Yeah.
up, but we send each other dumb memes.
All right, it's time for the question part.
What's happening here?
So you're gonna pick out a question
Very fun one.
and rapid fire.
Reenact how you would approach someone to start a conversation from your own scenario.
Wow.
Oh, you're here for this also?
Yeah, of course I am.
Sorry, what's your name?
I'm Q.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you, Amzi.
Oi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a drink, okay?
Okay,
See
yeah,
you
nice
later,
to
bye.
meet you. Bye. Yeah, okay.
My whole body's clenched.
This is like the real, authentic, introverted way of making friends.
How long is your longest friendship?
Wow.
I think probably Sec 1. That's what? 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're 29 this year.
29.
Got you.
Math.
Exposed.
Who in this room fulfills the criteria to be a good friend?
Based on our sharing.
I think all of you, but since Liang is my bestest friend, it's gotta be him, man.
Fair.
I even know his English name that I cannot say.
Yeah, don't say
You
it.
got English name?
No, don't ask.
Is it Zoel?
No.
泽亮吗? Like,
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
That's a good
You look
guess.
like a Zoel.
Oh my god, he looks like a Justin.
yes! Oh my god, you are
Justin.
No, I don't
Guys,
look like
you
a
all
Justin.
comment down below.
You think
He
can
look like
Zayden?
Ryan. I think
Zayden.
Ryan, Zayden, Zoel.
All right,
Dustin.
everybody,
Next
comment
question.
down below what do you think
Rustin.
Zelkra's English name is.
What's your friendship deal breaker?
Walk too close behind you, step on your slipper.
No.
Last morning I tell you.
No, that's my pet peeve. I said it before. Okay, I think I have two. One is like if they only reach out to you when they need something. The other thing is emotional dumping. Like without asking you whether you have the mental capacity to listen or not.
Who in this room would you most likely become good friends with? You cannot pick someone you know. I'm gonna pick Hazel because I also know her brother. Like we sat next to each other in secondary school. So I can play with your niece also.
That's such a surface level answer. You
Look
go
at
deeper.
Zeliang, yeah.
No lah.
Look me in the eyes
I
and
think
answer.
no, I think we share a lot of the same ideals. Yeah. And we got Hillgrove spirit.
Yeah.
Sing the song.
Stars above, our flags fly high. Okay, so I recently saw this thing. Dating in your 20s, it's, oh my god, will they like me? And dating in your 30s is, will I like them?
Correct.
So, and I feel like with friendships, it's very similar. You used to be worried, like, will they like me enough? But now you are prioritizing yourself. Like, will I like them? And do I like them enough to keep them in my life?
Correct.
Right.
It's very different. Friendships as adults now.
Have you ever felt pressured to have more friends because of what we see on social media?
No,
No, social
Never.
media is just whatever they put in front of your face.
it's a facade.
Yeah,
Don't fall into that deep,
exactly.
dark hole.
I think one thing that people will feel is FOMO. Like, especially if you're part of a clique.
Some quick one never
Then
join
will
you.
you feel upset if that happens, if you all see your...
I don't think I have a clique anymore. My core is like individuals.
Oh,
Right.
We meet individually. I don't
Oh
hang
my
out
god,
with
so
like
you
a
never
clique.
feel FOMO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
a
you go
hack.
with some other friend, that's fine.
That's a
Because
hack.
you
That's
have
a
other
good place
friendships.
to be, actually.
Yeah.
Why must you be
I
in a group?
agree.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and honestly, if I have a clique and then if they went out without me, I'll be like, oh, that's okay. I'll catch you
Good for
guys
you
another
guys.
time. Yeah, have fun. You
But
know?
if they didn't ask you,
Please
Then
do not
it's
go and reply
fine.
to a story and say, hey, Pocho, please don't.
oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
We all have that. Oh my god, we all have
Bojo
that
is
one
the
friend.
worst.
First of all,
Don't.
wait, I feel like Nick has said that to me once.
I say
Then I was
ironically.
reply, shut up.
No, and then I always say it for the most random things. Like she go and like do her nails or like do her hair. Like, hey, Bojo.
That's why I say shut up.
That's his cover up. He always asks so that when it's like real, you will know.
Yeah, you
You
won't
won't
know
feel
that
the
actually I'm
sadness,
hurting
yeah.
inside.
Wait, so Hazel, just now you said that you are fine with it. As in, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't say that they are fine with it. So I'm curious to like why you would say that.
I think also this stems from how you feel about yourself. Like if you feel confident enough about yourself as a person, you wouldn't feel like by them not asking you out, it's a personal attack or it's like hurting you. I mean, you mentioned FOMO, but have you guys heard of JOMO? JOMO. That's the joy of missing out.
Joy or missing
Joy
out?
of missing out.
Honestly,
He's gonna hold
yeah,
this
like
up.
maybe it's hard for like some people to grasp this concept, but I think honestly, there's a lot of joy in missing out.
Yeah.
Like you can use this time to make yourself more fulfilled in other ways.
Correct.
Real friends will never make you feel anything if they go out without you.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So I noticed this also, and I learned the hard way because I would never let anyone feel like they are intentionally left out. And if you have friends that are, let's say they hang out, right? And if you have the thought like, are they talking bad about me? You already know deep down that's a red flag. That's a sign
Right.
that you actually don't trust them.
I don't think I have any friends that will make me worry in such a way.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
That's
a good
because you
life.
pick
Good.
who you are
Yeah.
friends with.
I think it's not entirely impossible to make new friends in your adulthood, but you are just more discerning. Like you know exactly what you're looking out for. You know what you don't like.
And you
Are
don't
there-
give so much on the first meetup.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
And
lah.
avoid energy drainers.
Oh,
Energy vampires. Oh my goodness.
If you walk away from a gathering or like a meetup, right, and you feel drained, right, I think that's
That's a sign.
Are there specific avenues or platforms or channels that you all go to make friends now? Like meetup app.
No.
No leh.
No, I feel like the best way to make friends is in real life.
No but like sometimes I scrolling Reddit, then because some people quite lonely, then they were like, how do you all make new friends? Then the suggestions will be like, oh, go and do hobbies
Yes,
or
hobbies.
on
The
like
hobbies,
meetup app or that kind of thing.
Even when you
Meetup
play
app?
games, you can like meet people through gaming, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like you go for like gym classes.
Oh.
Yeah, then like common interests.
If you do class, you got a shared experience.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
you can like, today like
Shag,
shag,
ah.
It is very true. In a group setting, because you're suffering together.
Yep.
No, I think in the gym
People,
must have a few
you know.
class together first.
Yeah.
Like you see like few
not,
days.
not,
Familiar face.
not the traditional gym. I think traditional gym a bit hard. But do you all know that there are actually some organizations that host like
Friend making, yeah.
There's this thing called friend zone.
Oh,
Have you heard
Oh
of
my
it
gosh,
before?
but like literally friend zone, a zone for friends.
They would plan like different meetups for different neighborhoods.
I know
so
this.
different
I know this.
zones.
Yeah, so I participated in one before in Jurong. No, but it was during COVID, so it was over Zoom, so it was a bit uncomfortable for me or unnatural for me. Like I'd rather do things in person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like even with the rise of technology, nothing can replace this heartfelt connection of meeting like face to face and making new friends.
Yeah. Maintaining eye contact when talk.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, I feel like I should not be on this class.
Be intrusive, like I mean intruding on something.
We
No,
try,
you guys.
try.
Wholesome, okay?
good vibes.
Wholesome.
Yeah, it's fine. See, it's fine.
Can't do it first.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do you all make friends?
I think for now, friends a lot of times is hobbies. Yeah, I'm a hobby kind of guy.
What hobbies do you have?
Yeah,
So,
Financial planning.
I'm into exotic plants.
Exotic
Can you
plants.
not
How
say
exotic?
exotic?
Baby monster.
Monstera.
Monstera.
Gentle monster. I know
Wait,
what's
at
the
least
baby
I got
monster.
monster, right?
Monstera. I got into it during COVID, and then like there were so many people that got into it during COVID also. Then there's so many different like communities on. I had to like reactivate my Facebook
Facebook group,
account because I had to join the Facebook group because people buy and sell and they swap plants and things like that.
I've met people through similar things before. Like during COVID, so I was in Australia, I was studying, and then I had nothing to do at home. But then I started playing Maple Story again.
Oh, nice. Love
Nice.
that.
Yes.
Elenia,
You play what? You play what?
Hennessy.
wizard ah?
Or robber or what?
Robert? What is Robert? What is Robert?
Bandit.
Wizard. What's this one? What's this one?
Archer.
Bowman.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Bowman.
So I started playing again after like a decade of not touching it, right? And I downloaded a different version for Maple Sea Global because we are overseas. And then I entered this Discord channel to play with people. So I entered the guild and I met like 15 new people from the channel.
Wow.
And I'm still in contact with like one of them, the guild master.
Oh,
the guild
GM.
master.
Yeah, he's like a bodybuilder, fitness influencer guy.
In Singapore?
From
Plays Maple.
the States.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I was playing in Australia, so there's like time zone difference. Then we'll always chat on Discord. We'll just like on our video and we'll talk. And we'll plan like, okay guys, how are we gonna do this boss fight? Here's what we're gonna
Oh,
do.
so cute.
Then we help each other out, you know, like you need to level, you need to go and clear certain dungeons.
So interesting.
Okay, so obviously you all are very close friends and you all work together. We all also kind of work together. Do we need to be friends with our colleagues?
Yeah, just now you said a lot of your friends are.
As in, my close friends were my ex-colleagues. But it was because of, I think my age back then. Like, it was like 21, 22, then everyone having fun, like, in the creative industry. But I think as I grew older, I don't see the need to be, like, friends with our colleagues. But I think it's situational, lah, because if you can vibe, if you got similar
it's
interests.
like a bonus, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus, but I don't think it's mandatory, lah.
You don't have to form a friendship with every single one of your colleagues, right? So let's say you guys really don't vibe well together, and then you force yourselves to become friends. It's gonna make things worse.
Yeah, it's very tiring.
Yeah, don't lah.
But when does it become like a friendship? Because to me, right, if I start telling them about my personal issues or personal life, I feel like it's moving towards like the friend
Yeah.
territory already.
Correct. Like I feel like when we share some personal issues, then it's a sign that I regard this person
Yeah.
as more than just a colleague.
Yep.
You trust
My
them.
friend.
That's right.
The benchmark for me is if you leave the workplace already or if you change job, will you still be in touch with this person?
Or you like trauma bond.
Actually, trauma bond. So yeah, if the workplace jialat enough, right? I
The
think
trauma
can make a
bonding
lot
very
of friends.
strong.
Oh, it's a
right?
good friend.
Can make a lot
man.
of friends.
Yeah.
But I do think that it's a good feeling to be friends with your colleagues
Yeah.
because it actually makes work more fun.
Meaning
You
so
much
dread less
easier.
going to work, right?
Like I know I'm doing a shoot with her, right? And then we're like, okay, easy peasy.
Yeah, we're
It's
like,
gonna
yes!
be so fun because
Yeah.
it's with her. With someone else, I'll be like, all right, cool. It's just another day at
So
work.
you're having fun now?
Yeah.
Of course, look at
Fun,
him.
right?
All smiles. Yeah, man. Way to go.
As a tear rolls down his
So you guys work together, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How did y'all transition from colleagues to more than colleagues and friends?
Interestingly, I think it was during the 3-month period that we were working together.
Yeah.
Honestly, that time when I knew that I was going to be paired with Liang, I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know how this is going to turn
Yeah,
out.
this Hazel girl.
We were both like feeling a bit like meh-ish. But when we started to work together, I felt like, yo, this person is actually funny. He gets my jokes. And we spend time off air when songs are just playing, just talking about bullshit.
Yeah, I think the main part was that we realized that you can actually talk during work. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you meet certain colleagues, not necessarily from the same like station or whatever, lah, but you work with them, and then in between takes or in between breaks, then you guys just don't talk.
Yeah,
sit there,
yeah.
like-
No, I've heard of a horror story once, like a radio DJ. I don't know this person like last time because he didn't want to talk to his co-host. So when the radio was like playing songs, he turned the mic on. So
Oh.
nobody could speak,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because the listeners would hear. That's how much he doesn't want to converse with his
Oh my
co-host.
God.
You know what? That would never
That's
work for the
insane.
two of us because we
Yeah.
want to sing along.
Correct. And we
Yeah.
would laugh about so many things that we would actually tear from
in
laughing
shock.
and we would just
And we unable to continue the conversation. It's,
Correct,
it gets to that
correct.
point.
Yeah, so to sum it up, I think the 3 months really started off this friendship journey for us. And I'm so happy 3 years down the road, it's still the same.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I'm glad that we're here.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Awesome, ah.
cute.
Have all your friendship circles shrunk?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
for sure.
What were the main reasons?
Time, effort, commitment, it just lessens when you step into society.
Different views.
Right?
I have friends who want to party like every single day, and I'm like, I can't take it lah.
Yeah, I can't deal.
Okay, so you know how like your milk got expiration date?
Yeah.
Soy milk, tau
Soy
hui.
milk
Then you
Yeah.
have to have your grandpa
Oh,
away.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Friendships also got expiration date. I
Okay.
feel, and that's the suckiest point where you realize actually I think it has expired.
Let
When
go.
you feel a sense of bitterness or like resentment a little bit. How do you navigate that? Like making sure that you discard it.
I think it's easier said than done, but walk away. There was one point in time I felt like a group of friends were no longer making me happy and I was going out of my way to please them. But they treated me less than friends. And it took me a good while to sort of like step out of that situation, look back at it, and then just snap out of it. It's very hard. It's a tough process. I mean, tears were involved. I was very hurt. I was thinking like, why won't they want to be friends with me? But sometimes it is what it is. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to, seek new people who serves you and makes you happy, makes you whole.
Like I said, we don't owe anyone anything. We are just there. We're happy to be there. One day you're not so happy, then bye bye lah. You don't have to make it ugly or make a scene out of it. Yeah, I think like we can all be more mature adults
Yes.
and just agree that this is mutually beneficial, and let's not hold on to something that will hurt us.
I also feel like different friends have different purpose, right? You cannot expect one friend to be like
Everything for you,
like
the all-in-one.
HT person
Right.
and then like the sports person to like work out together or like the party person, right?
They
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
different
yeah.
things to your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Okay, so for those people who may be struggling to make new good friends, what's some advice that you all would give to these people?
Ooh, just be yourself in front of like new people when you meet them. Don't put on a too fake of a persona to make them like you better lah. Because that's an image you crafted just for that person,
Correct.
right?
That's true.
I think jotting down your thoughts help. Jot down some of the criteria or some of the good traits that you want in a friend. Of course, be that for your friends as well.
So what you are expecting from that friendship, you should be willing to give and
Correct.
actively give also lah.
Yeah, because I think friendship is a two-way street. As much as we don't owe each other anything, but this is how we bounce off each other's energies, no?
Okay, true. lah.
Yeah.
No, they were very wholesome. My
Thanks,
advice
thanks.
was just gonna be, don't be weird.
He ends every episode like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be weird. Just be normal.
But you know what? Weird people find weird people.
Yeah.
It's
And
true,
then they-
it's
You'll
true.
find
I
your
take, I
tribe.
take that back.
Yeah.
And like, who am
Yeah.
I to define what is weird and what is normal? Yeah.
Yeah. So be yourself.
Be yourself.
yourself.
Find your tribe.
Thank you for joining us today on The Hot Pot. You can also listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Me Listen.
And if you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe to our channel.
And of course, a huge thanks as well to our guests, Hazel and Liang, for joining us today.
Wholesome vibes.
I had so much fun, and thank you, Q, Joe, and Nick for having us, and thank you, listeners of the Hot Pot.
Thank you. Hope we all remain on each other's goal list.
Yes.
Bye.
See you next time.
I think my first girlfriend was on Maple Story, but I don't even.
Oh, like as in you got to know her via Maple Story.
No. I did not meet this person in real life.
Oh, like a maple girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Last time
Wait,
I
is
got,
that a thing?
You must F3.
Yeah, you must.
Then you kiss.